So in this video, we're going to be looking at the importance of separating your words, primarily in the junior school. So a lot of the time, children coming up from prep or even grade 1 and grade 2, the words that they write in, say, literacy or writing or even maths and inquiry as well, is their words are not spaced correctly. So we often teach, or we often put forward, that the children use finger spaces. So putting spaces that are the similar sort of width as their finger. We do often provide them with tools as well that they can use both at the classroom and even at home as well. So what I'll start off with first is our little finger space tool. So this often reminds the children that they need to put this in between their words in order to provide put a comfortable space between each word. If you don't have one of these, say at home, or if your child forgets to bring theirs home, we can always use something about the same width as a pencil. Ideally, it's a little bit smaller than a student's finger, but you can also use something like a teaspoon as well. That provides a similar sort of space between each words. I'll use a finger space to show you how effective it can be in writing. I'm just using it on my dotted thirds at the moment, as you can see. And so, for example, if I would like to write The Cat in the Hat, I would start off on my dotted thirds with a capital letter, get my finger space tool, and I'll pop it in between the last letter and the first letter of the next word. And again, in between each letter or each word. And lucky last. So roughly with something like this, with this sort of size, you'll get a decent space in between each word. If you do choose to use a spoon, for example, it does have a similar sort of space, obviously depending on the cut of the spoon as well. You will have the similar sort of appropriate space. I would try to, at first you can use either side, but I would tend to not use the top part of the spoon because it can get quite lengthy by the time you finish your writing. You can also get your child to use 1 or 2 fingers, and it'll be very similar in spacing.